This is the TM Cup Series. I'm your host, Cynon 44, and this is race 9 of 17 in Southern Illinois. The pole winner was the 30 of Colin Reed. Colin Reed got off to an early lead, and the 30 car would lead the first couple laps with the 98 of Alexis Rainsford, the championship leader, on his tail. First caution flew on lap 3. Colin Evans and Julian Nosova get together a couple times once there, and then the 7 car turns the 1 into the wall, then gets hit by the 81 and the 75, takes a ride down the front stretch, going 4, 5 and a half times onto his roof, sitting near the apron of the racetrack. 7 car would go out of the race early. Let's have another look at this. There you see the 1 car into the wall, there's the 81, and the 75 helping the 7 into the wall. Down he goes, down the front stretch. There you see Timmy Mack going for a ride of his own in the middle of the screen. Here's what happens when people don't use their brakes after the caution comes out. Nice going, Kelly Dawson. On the restart, the 25 of Jack Parnell led the field, but it didn't take long for the 98 of Alexis Rainsford to catch him and pass him coming into turn 2. Caution 2 flew on lap 7. Julian Nosova gets caught in between the 19 of Virgil McEngle, the 9 of DC Ada Jr. The 19 goes sliding into the outside wall in turn 1. When the 19 comes back down the racetrack, the 10 car of Anthony Evans is going to hit him. Right there, you see, there's the 10 car on the bottom left of the screen. Then Kelly Dawson hits him. Let's ride on board with the 10 car of Evans. There's bonehead move number 1, and there's bonehead move number 2. Championship leader Alexis Rainsford led the field on the restart, but the caution flew 1 lap afterwards. 51 of Bruno Battaglia is going to run all over the back of John Broughton, but Cody Davis in the 70 turns him around, and Battaglia goes for a ride down the backstretch, collects Jack Parnell in the 25, and a couple other cars as well. There you see Nick Phillip in the 83 getting turned sideways. Caution 4 flew on lap 14. The 98 car is going to get involved in this one. Wesley Ellis gets into the back of the 98. The 98 gets sent into the outside wall, but also the 15 car is going to turn around his teammate Justin Brooks in the 41, sending him into the pits. Not a good day for team loyalty, is it? On the restart, a couple cars, including the 98 of Alexis Rainsford and the 50 of James Lombardi, pitted, but all those cars got sent a couple laps down. The 98 was running 24th. Caution 5 flew on lap 62. This one starts as little more than a fender bender. DC Ada Jr. in the 9 gets turned around by Jake Natali in the yellow car. They go sliding up into the outside wall, and then Lewis Kingston in the 84 gets turned around by Scott Head and goes rolling down the turn 1 banking. We're going to have a ride on the 84 car in just a second here. There's the 84, up, and away. The 84 car would go promptly to the garage and would not finish the race. The 65 car of Jason Smokoff led on the restart, but it didn't take long for Zelda Ashby in the green number 05 car to take the lead away from him. Smokoff ended up taking it back later, but the caution ended up flying on lap 70. A spinning DC Ada Jr. would prove the end of Wesley Ellis as he crunches the front end of the 15 car on the back of the 9. The 30 car of Colin Reed would restart as the race leader, but the caution flew once again. Zelda Ashby in the 05 car is going to run into the side of the 3 car of Scott Bates, which turns him into the wall. Zelda Ashby is going to be booed by the fans for the remainder of the race, and she angered a few of her competitors as well. Caution 7 flew in lap 89. Jake Natali in the 40 is going to turn the 1 car of Julia Nosova into the wall, sending her for a ride out of the stadium. The 1 car being the first off-track excursion on a non-road course. Here's the 40 turning the 1 into the wall. The 1 goes over the wall and out into the grass. Nosova would take the 1 car to the garage. In the meantime, Paul Calhoun, subbing for an injured Craig Cross, goes for a little ride of his own, riding on his side on the wall in turn 3 and then rolling back down it. The 08 car, however, would continue on. This is how many cars were left. Less than half the field was remaining in the race by lap 95. On lap 108, caution 8 would fly. The 70 car of Cody Davis gets turned into the pits, then Jake Natali goes for a little roll. The 40 car is going to end up clipping the 75, and Colin Reed in the 30 is going to run into him. Zelda Ashby in the 05 was the only car that was undamaged, and no one was surprised when Ashby dominated the rest of the race, leading 100 straight laps to take her second career victory. Johnny Ada finished in second, the only other car in the lead lap. Ryan Moody in third, James Lombardi in fourth, Drew Eisenman in fifth, and then Tommy Vercetti, making his first career start, finishes in sixth. Alexis Rainsford in the 98 car, the current points leader, finished in 8th, keeping that car alive for the remainder of the race. And here's your top 10 in points. Rainsford is 69 over Ryan Moody, and the gap from 1st to 3rd is widened to 115 points. John Broughton in 4th is 130 behind, and let's scroll all the way down to 10th. How about Johnny Ada in 10th place, the defending series champion, 220 points out of 1st, but Johnny is back. And here's 11 through 20. Zelda Ashby in the 05 car is up to 11th in points, Drew Eisenman in 12th, Andrew Browning in 13th, Bruno Battaglia down to 14th, 248 points out of the lead, and then Kelly Dawson in the 2 car is dropped all the way down to 19th, 276 out of 1st, and not having many good runs lately. That's all for this week in the TM Cup Series. I'll see you next time.